Good morning, good noon, good night, wherever you are in the world. This is to my Aries or Aries cross watchers, whoever you are welcome to watch this video. You were drawn here for a reason, so all is welcome here. We are all signs and we are no signs at the same time. We're open. I got a message for Aries here, Aries and Aries cross watchers. I went ahead and wrote it down. This happened to me for Virgo too, so some of you, there's a connection to Virgo energy here, or it's because we're going through, I think we're at the Virgo new moon, so there's something to do with that. Virgo is important to Aries in this message. You may want to watch that one too. I'm getting also, before I read what I wrote down, something to do with your mother or something to do with a sister of yours, whether it's biological or half or adopted or something, I don't know, but something to do with a mother or a sister is very important in your message, but I don't think we're going to actually touch on it here, so definitely watch the Virgo message. I got mom there strongly. Okay, so Aries, I wrote down that you have now discovered true love, true freedom, true love. I wrote that you have now seen the art of letting go, the art of open arms. Some of you, it could be you had to let go of a sister. Some of you, it could be you had to let go of a mother or mother figure, or you will have to in the near future, whatever that means. Could just be emotionally, you've had to let them go, or you will, or physically. There's some sort of letting go here, but you've mastered it. You've actually mastered it. You understand true love. You understand freedom. Some of you have actually asked for that specific vision, for that specific truth to be revealed to you. Now, whether you've asked it in so many words, but some of you could have tried to manifest that the universe, God, show you true love. You could be like, I want to know what real love is. Show me true love. Not what everyone shows me, not what everyone else believes and is programmed to believe. Show me, please. Please show me true love. What is it? What did you intend it to be, God? Show me. Show me who I am, basically, because we are love. We're created in God's image, so we are love. And in that, show me myself, basically. Show me myself in my purest form without programming. Show me the maturation of my spiritual self. Show me that. And what are they doing? Well, they're telling you right now, we've shown you. So take a step back and kind of assess your life right now and realize how far you've come since you first wanted to know that. Since you first asked us to show you what is true love. Or if you didn't ask it out right loud or say it in a prayer, it's like Spirit knows your heart. They know your soul. They know that you really have wanted to see true love, whether it was show me a true friendship for once, right? Show me one of those. Show me true love. Show me romantic love. Is that a real thing here? Do you even want that? Is that something we're supposed to be doing? Like, I don't want to just do it because I want to ask myself everything. Why am I doing these things? Why did I ever do it? Why did I ever get married? Why? Was that originally ever a thing that I believed in? Why did I ever go to college? Because I felt like I had to instead of pursuing my soul. It's something that I really wanted to do. Why did I not believe in myself enough to do that? Why? Maybe it's not bad to go to college, but was I meant to? Why? Did I set myself back a good 15, 20 years because I was too busy trying to be like everything else because I thought this was who I was supposed to be. And Spirit is saying you've learned that. You've at least learned it here. In this life, you've learned that lesson. Now, it doesn't mean you've learned everything. We never learn everything, and there's always something we're going to learn. We're going to learn until we're out of here. And I think that you're realizing it now that you've learned that true love is free. True love is freedom. That's what it is. And it's astonishing around you how many people, they don't know what it is. And they think they know what it is, but it doesn't mean that they're wrong or they're bad. They just don't know, and they haven't asked that question. And it's like, but if they just would ask from an honest place in their heart, like, show me true love, then they would see it themselves, right? But a lot of them don't want to ask that question because they're afraid of the answer. They're afraid that they're going to see something that they don't want to see. Or they're in their ego and they think they already know. They're like, I already know that answer. Why would I ask for it? And it's like, because why would you not? Why would you not? A lot of people run from things like that, but you haven't ran from it. You wanted to know what is true love. And if that meant that it doesn't really even exist in the way that people think it does, now, of course it exists. If you're here right now, love exists. But it may not exist the way that the world paints it. And so you were prepared for that. Have you figured it out yet? If love exists, as far as, are you able to be intimate sexually? If there is love true love? Are you able to live together? Do you have to do this? Do you have to be intimate? Do you have to have children together? These are a lot of questions that you're asking yourself around the, what the practice of love is here in this realm. Like, do I have to do, like, what if I'm like super in love right now and I'm just like not with that person? Because what if I don't see it that I have to be? You are truly in love with someone. You may even be in love with more than one person. And if you guys have ever seen, that probably stabbed a lot of people when I said that, because it's like, oh, no way. I don't mean it in the way that people think. I mean it in the sense of openness. If you've ever watched it's like a documentary from Ram Dass, it's called Becoming Nobody. He speaks of it in there about being in love with everyone, even the people you pass on the street. That's like real spiritual love right there, where it's like, it doesn't mean you want to sleep with everybody at all, but it actually doesn't come from a place like that. It's not very sexual at all, if at all. Love like this, at least as far as I've witnessed it, I haven't got to where I can walk down the street and be like, I love that person for being here. I can see why my mind is going there. I can see I will be headed that direction soon, but I'm on the very beginning of this journey as far as this one, the new one that I'm on. And I'm telling you, I haven't mastered that one yet, but I can definitely look around, and especially the people who've like been sent in my life to maybe even like put roadblocks in my way, stop me, want to harm me even. I'm at the point now where I can look at them and have love for them, as crazy as that is, because I used to be so vindictive and be like, what? You're trying to harm me? And then I would be so just defensive and ready. And there will come always a time for you to stand up for yourself, but I've learned ways to do that. And the journey that I'm on now, it's like, I feel that you guys here, if you're drawn to watch this message, you have mastered the art of love. That's what it is. It's an art. Love is art. I also had a vision for you guys. I had a vision in Virgo's message too, but I have one in yours. And this hair is bothering me, by the way. It's bothering me. Like, it's washed, but I haven't got used to not curling my hair. And it's just one of those things. I went from having like super curly hair before I used to perm it, and it was so pretty. I loved it, but my hair was dead. Like, what is that movie? Anastasia. Some of you could be adopted too. I'm adopted also. Anyway, let me stay focused. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, don't like the hair. My hair's awful today. But anyway, I'm thankful for it. I'm very thankful. So I need to stop bitching and complaining and just stay focused. Okay, here's the vision. So there are ice skates, right? You have ice skates on your feet, on gravel, up a hill. So you're like standing at the bottom of a hill. There's ice skates on your feet, on gravel, up a hill. A very, very, very steep slope. It's all gravel. And you have on ice skates. I don't make the vision, Spirit does, and they send them through, and I just repeat it. This is my vision, but we're going to get a message out of it. Some of you are like, well, what are we talking about here? If you're new, I get these visions Spirit gives me. I actually love when I get the visions. I prefer them. But Spirit will send me my visions, and then we'll get a message out of it, like a spiritual message. We'll get some sort of guidance as to what we're supposed to be doing or something. So basically, I wrote that they're actually not on your feet at all, the ice skates. They're in your mind. Because you can take them off at any time. It's in your mind. They're on your feet, but you're not limited to the ice skates because you can take them off, right? You see what I'm saying? So technically you have ice skates on your feet at the bottom of a slope with gravel, but it doesn't have to be as hard as it looks, because you could just take them off. So you go a little ways, and somehow, it's not showing me in my vision. It does not show me how you get from point A to point B, but now all I know in my vision is, and I wrote it down, it skips from you being at the bottom of this slope in your ice skates up the gravel hill, but you can take them off at any time. Skips from that to go into you kind of in the middle of the slope. You're off to the side, but you're in the middle of the slope, and right where you're at, the gravel then turns into water. The rest of the way up is water. It's like rushing water. Weird. I know it's a weird vision, but this is what I'm getting. And I don't know how, like I said, that you got from point A to point B, but all I know is you're here now. I can't even tell. I can't tell if you're wet. Did you like sweat the whole way up? Did you take the side route? Did you go straight up the gravel? Like, what the hell did you do? Did you take off the skates? I mean, I don't know. I can't see your feet either. All I know is at this point, again, there's water, gravel, you. But now you're like, all right, what am I going to do? So in my vision, you're standing off to the side and you're kind of looking at this, like, what am I going to do? And then you start thinking, and you think, you know what? Why am I even doing this? Why did I ever even get up here to begin with? What made me feel like I had to? Do I have to go up this mountain? What's even there? Why am I doing this? Why do I have these ridiculous things around me? Why the hell are there ice skates? So then you turn around and you look back down and you're like, you realize in that moment, you're really the creator of your situation, and you could go up if you want, or you could go back down. Why do you go up? Do you have to go that way? Some of you could have worked very hard for something and you got halfway there. You may not have even made it all the way to where you wanted to, like your ultimate goal, taking it where you wanted to take it. Could have been in anything, could have been in a relationship, could have been in career, anything though. And it's like, oh, I took it there, but it didn't, you know, it was successful, but then you get it to a certain point and you're like, why the fuck am I even doing this? Is this something I want to do? Is it? Maybe it was fun for some of you, maybe it wasn't. Maybe you're like, yeah, it was a challenge and I did that shit. But now I'm going to do something else. I think it's going to be much more fun watching it burn. Like, I feel like some of you had or you're going to have more fun on the way back down than you did on the way up. Like I said, the way up is kind of foggy. I don't even remember it in my vision. I can't picture how you got where you are now, but all I can picture is that now you're like, I think I'm gonna go back down. It'd be fun. I don't know how I'm gonna go back down. I may slide back down. Like, you know when you're a kid and you go down the stairs? You guys ever do that? Did you have stairs where you grew up and you put like a blanket or something and you slide down the stairs? Especially if it's carpeted. If it's not carpeted, oof, boy, bruises on the tailbone. I have done it. Like, you worked yourself up to a certain level. You got so far with something or someone and you said, I think I'm gonna turn around. I've had fun doing this, it's been great, but I want to do something else, you know? For whatever reason, it's your prerogative, you have a right to do it. It's kind of like you've set a tone for something here. You've set the tone for your life. You've set the tone for things because it's a surprise. Like, everybody feels like they have to get to the finish line, but you're like, what if my finish line is the middle? What if I want to stop right here? What if I just don't want to go to the top? What if that's not my finish line? What if that's your finish line? See, they give you a whole track to finish, right? And they're like, this is point A and this is point B. You could call them rules. And you're like, well, that's your rules, but this is my life and my reality. It's like the video I posted several months ago, I believe, when I went hiking. And I was at the middle of a fork in the road. If you guys saw that video, and I was like, which way to go when you're faced with a fork in the road? And I went straight down the middle through the woods. Because that's kind of what you're doing here, Aries or Aries cross-watcher, whoever. You're realizing that you can forge your own path, and your top doesn't have to be everyone else's top. Your finish line doesn't have to be everyone else's finish line. Your measurement or level of success doesn't have to be what everyone else's is. You're on your own track. You're on your own path. You forge your own way. Who says that you have to do things that other people do to win their prizes? Some of you can come up with your own idea and your own thing to where you can create your own. It's like, I definitely see someone hiking here. It's like you go somewhere and you're hiking and everyone is used to going down the regular trails, but you're like, I'm gonna go down this trail. And of course, a lot of people don't like to do that. Maybe there's rules, you ain't supposed to be doing that. Or maybe it's just like, be careful, because what if there's bears through there? You know? They tend to stay away from where we usually walk, but you don't know that way. And it's like, maybe there is, maybe there are, whatever. But why am I even going up this hill? I don't even want to go up it. I did until I got halfway, and then I'm like, well, I'm fine. It was fun. It was cool. It was a ride. It was definitely a ride. It was such a ride. I don't even remember it because there was just too many details, too many things. I don't know. If you were to ask me how I got to this point now, I'd be like, I don't know. But I know I'm sweating, so I went through some shit to get here, but I don't want to keep going where everybody else is going. They can finish. It's not about a race to me. I am my only competition. I will stop right here and just sit here by the water for a minute. But I think I'm going to go back down. And maybe on the way down, I detour and go through the woods somewhere. I don't know. But at this point, I don't have anything to prove. I don't know why I'm doing this, why I've even started it. I'm not mad about it. I'm happy. It's fine. You know, this is where I am now. Kind of looking around. on this hill, you know, at this point, if you could picture my vision, you're kind of looking around thinking, I've done well. It's well with my soul. I feel accomplished for where I am. And it doesn't matter if anyone else is up at this point with me. It's just where I am. And I like where I am. You may even decide to stay there for a little bit and be like, I'm going to stay right here where I am. I'm content right now for the moment, for the time being. I'm fine with what is. It's like you've almost surrendered to the process. You're enjoying the race of life. You kind of just been like, I'm enjoying it. You get like taking stock of how far you've come. You know, you're just kind of looking around instead of trying to continue to like beat all your goals and, you know, whatever. It's not like you're gonna not do it again, but you may reinvent yourself or do something in a different way. Or it's not that you're not gonna love again. Maybe you took a long break from love, but it's like, I'm gonna love again, but I'm gonna love differently. I'm gonna love in my own way, and I'm not gonna have the same finish line that everybody else's is. Everybody else's finish line is marriage, babies, dying together, being buried together, you know, things like that. And that may not be my finish line. Maybe it is though. I'm not shut off to it, but right now I don't think it is. And I'm gonna stop right here, and I'm gonna take a long time and just kind of look how far I've come and cool off, because I'm sweating like a motherfucker, right? You just went up that gravel somehow. And how long did it take you from getting to point A to point B? I don't know, Aries or Aries crosswatcher. It could have taken you years, days, months. I feel like it's been a long, grueling, gruesome, painful time. So much so that you probably don't even want to remember a lot of it, because it's blanking for me. I don't remember it in my vision. I don't, like I said. But anyway, all right, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna go way over. I already went way over, but all in all, this is a beautiful message. You've stopped to address yourself and also thank yourself for how far you've come, where you are. And you're kind of making your own path, which is absolutely beautiful. That's what you've always wanted to do, is make your own path. You are a trailblazer. You are a leader, and you know you are. And so therefore you can't always make your finish line everyone else's, because that's just how the game goes. It's like, no, it doesn't. I have my own game I'm gonna create then. My own way of doing things. It's like if a new video game comes out, you know, people may not always flock to it at first because they're so used to playing all the original ones that are so popular, that's been pushed on everyone. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to do the same thing because it's what everyone knows, it's what everyone likes, it's the most talked about. You're kind of like the new thing on the scene. You introduce the new trail, right? Because you make the new trail. You are the ones that create the new trail, trailblazers. And so everyone's like, hey, there's a new trail over here. This person's going this way. And maybe some people come and decide to take a look down your path because they're like, maybe they decide they don't want that same finish line either. It may only be a few. Maybe everyone else is playing the other game because it's more fun, because it's more, you know, it just seems more favorable. But your path is a little more lonely at times. It's a little more, ooh, I don't know what to expect. Do I end up with someone at the end of the day? Someone that'll, you know, it'll be two of us and I won't be alone and I can, and it's like, no, you don't, if you don't know what you're going to end up with on this side, but what you do know is that I will not control you on this path. There's no agenda at the end of this one. It can end however you want it to end. And at the end of this path that I'm forging right now, whatever the end is, you can go your own way and forge your own path too, because that's what we came to do. It's like you're promoting others to think for themselves. You're promoting others to be themselves because you have learned that that's true love. True love is freedom. It's liberating. It says, choose your own path. Seek ye first the kingdom, not seek what everyone else has sought. Seek ye first the truth. That way that you know, and you're not just taking others' word on it, or we're just doing it because this is what we've done for centuries. You know what I mean? Like you're setting a path. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.